Hi everybody, I'm Ilushia. Today we're playing Marathon, and this is going to be awesome. So we've now arrived at the first level where we'll get to see Bobs. This is the Rose, where we're supposed to be protecting people, and I will probably kill them instead because I find them very annoying. Incoming message from Leela. Your mission here is simple. Keep as many humans as possible from being killed. Exterminate every alien in the area. You can only leave the area after the area is secure. There are some defense drones in the area, but I am not sure what condition they are in or how much help they will be. This is your current location. There are crew engaged in combat right next to your current position. Use the pattern buffer at this location as soon as possible. You can leave by this terminal when you have secured the area. I am hoping I will not die before I hit the pattern buffer, because that will set me back to the previous level. I know, it kind of sucks, but it is the truth. You will go back to the previous levels if you die, and you haven't used a pattern buffer lately. Hit some switches. I can hear people dying. They're being killed by aliens instead of by me. Those bastard aliens. You're stealing my kills. You evil, evil aliens. And here we have the Hulks. This is the first time we've encountered Hulks. These guys do not have flinch animation, so you cannot shoot them to prevent them from meleeing you. They will melee you if they get close to you. Do not let them get close to you. They hit for a lot of damage. And they're also a real pain to kill because they have a ton of health. These are not the toughest enemies in the game, not by a long shot, but they are definitely hard. Well, at least they would be hard if they weren't being really stupid to me this time. These are Bobs, born on board. They are humans who were born on board the Marathon during this trip to Tau City. Yes, we're in orbit around Tau City. I don't remember if the game's actually mentioned where we're in orbit around, just that we're in orbit around a colony somewhere else. But we are in orbit around Tau City. I know it's mentioned somewhere. I don't remember where. I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I played this game. At least more than the first couple of levels of this game. And we have a defense drone to help us. A multiple defense drones. Yay, I'm going to leave them to do that. Bye guys! Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in a few minutes when you're dead. Where the heck is the pattern buffer? She told me where the pattern buffer was, but I don't seem to be able to find it. I need to go and find it before I fight anything else, because if I die, I will have to go back to the previous level. And I really don't want to have to do that, because I'm going to have to edit out a huge chunk of this recording. Or turn the recording off and start it over again when I get here. Which would suck. Let's see. This is a switch, I can turn it off. I'm not sure why I would want to turn it off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning of this. There's a switch on this, I believe, which turns this on? No. Darn it. I'm way out of practice at this, you can tell it. Oh, there's a secret door somewhere. Oh, that... No. No, that opens the... No, but that does open it, but that... What? Oh, well, whatever. I do not remember where this... I can't find the save point. This is really bad. Leela mentioned a save point in this area, but I don't seem to be able to find it. I know it's not far away. I'm really sorry, guys. I may edit some of this out, because you don't deserve to sit through me being all like, I'm lost, where the hell am I going? Ah! For like 5 minutes. Ah! Let's not die. Dying would be very bad right now. I really, really don't want to have to redo that last level. Not because I don't enjoy the... Ah! Here's the save point. Now, can I clear a room with a save point in it without dying? It's noteworthy that if you're in terminal text, it does not pause the game. So you can get attacked and killed while in terminal text. So be aware of that if you're playing this game. I love the way that guns produce, like, actual muzzle flare that lights up the room you're in. It's a little subtle thing, but I really like that. And I will save part 11. Like, in a lot of games you get muzzle flare, but it doesn't necessarily actually illuminate anything. It's just a bright thing that blinds you, and you can't see anything with it. In Marathon, you can actually use them sort of like makeshift flashlights, which is kind of hilarious in a very macabre sort of way. I'm going to use my machine gun to show me where I'm going. That's a great plan. Go this way. Oh, another Hulk. Let's not... Ah, that one was badly damaged. Those defense drones did their job really well. Hi, defense drone. I'm sorry I abandoned you. No, I'm not.
They're everywhere!
Yep, Okay, that was unnecessary, and I don't care. There is a thing about killing mobs that you're supposed to do it if you take the Vidmaster Oath. It's a silly thing. I probably won't kill all of them because that's just mean. I am technically supposed to be the security officer for this ship, so I shouldn't, like, totally abuse them. Oh, this goes all the way down. I didn't think it did. Oh well. I'm sorry, I'm all sniffly. My nose is really stuffed up for some reason today. I think it's just because it's early morning, and I haven't had time for it to fully clear itself. And now I'm talking about my physiological problems on screen. Ah! Elevator! Giant elevator! Railings. I don't remember where the end of this level is. I think it's just... Yeah, that's right. This is an extermination level. It's interesting because there is code in the game, like in the last level. There's code in the game and terminal entries, and that's a whole thing of darkness, that indicate that there are good and bad endings to certain levels. There are certain endings that actually aren't in the game, and there are endings that are very difficult to get. Like, I think it's either this level or the next level. It's one of the new ones right in here. I don't think it's this level. I'll probably mention which level it is when I get there, because I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. That actually has a victory and a failure end level text, and they're different. But getting the victory one as opposed to the failure one is very, very hard, because the way you get it is reliant on how many of the mobs are alive you're allowed to die. And it's very common for you to end up with the number of them you're not allowed to have die killed before you can get to them and save them. So getting that good ending is very, very hard. And I know that there's another one, I think that's this level, which has a good and a bad ending, but only one of the endings is actually implemented. So the people who designed Marathon, Bungie, wanted to, it seems, do a branching story path, because the two endings are very different. And there you can see the fourth ship out of the window. I am completely out of assault rifle ammo. That's kind of bad. I'm not using enough grenades. I'm using too many bullets. Use more use more grenades! More grenades! Never enough grenades! Eat grenades! I'm gonna waste grenades on one single enemy. Yeah, these things are ridiculously tough. You know that? You know how, like, one grenade will kill most things? Yeah, that's how many grenades it takes to kill a Hulk. I'm going to switch back to my pistol. Because I have 50 pistol ammo. 50 clips of pistol ammo. I have like 400 rounds for my pistol. And yes, this is going to be very boring to watch as a result. I'm sorry, I can't really make this easily more lethal because I don't have the ammo. I did warn you about that before, that running out of ammo is a very real thing as you go forward in the game. It's not such a big deal the first couple of levels. Around this point in the game, it starts getting to be a big deal. And part of that is because I found... Oh, wow. That Bob just got punched by a Juggernaut completely across the room. I love that. I mean, why don't we see more stuff like that in video games today? It makes me sad. We've got too many standards. We ought to have less standards and more fun. Standards are for losers. Actually, standards are for winners. Don't take anything I say to heart as a life advice. It's probably bad. In some cases, very bad. Yes, we're standing around shooting Hulks. This is not very riveting gameplay. It's like, it feels good to play, but it's probably really dull to watch, because I'm just circling a melee enemy with a gun, who is very slow. The reason why they're very slow is because they hit you for about 3/4 of your life bar if they swing on you. So you have to kill them this way. If you try to get close to them, they will just destroy you pretty much instantly. There's a bunch of enemies up there. I'm gonna pull out my grenade launcher once this guy is dead, because I can. And have a grenade! Another grenade! And I shut the... Haha! Dead aliens. Your goal in this level is just kill everything, so I can't leave until I kill everything. Extermination missions are really frustrating, because you tend to end up with, like, enemies in some remote place of the level, and it takes forever to find them. So I expect to have to backtrack quite a bit on this level. This is going to be one of the longer recordings. It's just the nature of the level. I'm hoping not to die, because then I would have to start all this over again, pretty much. And then I would definitely start editing stuff. because that's just, it's not worth, like, making a video like that, right? And I did die by being punched by a Hulk. I warned you that being punched by a Hulk was really bad. We are not back where I was before. This is an area I wandered into earlier, which I didn't go through, so I'm going to go this way instead. Oh, another pattern buffer. And the exit terminal. Oh, well, that's great. That was really useful for me to find. Let me pattern buffer again, just so I have a closer save point. And I will turn it off and be right back. Alright, we're back. I'm sorry about that. It took me a while to clear everything out. I figured you know I want to watch me doing the same thing again. I'm getting off of this. Ow. Apparently I'm doing the same thing again. I'll be back. Hold on. Post-commentary Ilushia here. We're back in the stamen again. Well, the stem, really. As you can see on my map, there's two little blue dots to the left of me. Those little blue dots mark where Bobs are, but they're not on the map. They're not anywhere in any room. Well, if you walk up to this wall and hit tab on it, it opens into another secret room with another terminal in it. This one's a long terminal and not really necessary, so I'll probably put a marker in it to let you skip this bit. Third Martian War, 2345 through 48 EAD. Although most historians point their fingers at the Misria massacre as the cause of the Third Martian War, the coming of the Martian conflict was inevitable. The failure of the Martian economy and a long series of political struggles between Mars and Earth continually strengthened the Meta radicals. This trend of radicalization accelerated with the building of the Marathon and the subsequent failure of the Christs. See below. Misria massacre. On January 6, 2345 Earth AD, at the United Earth Government Misria's Food Distribution Center, which had become as a commonplace food riot, turned into a massacre. The UEG troopers who arrived at the scene were informed that the rioters were armed. As the UEG troopers approached the scene in their Durandal hover tank, a plasma fire began spraying upwards. In a flash decision, the commander of the hover tank ordered his crew to open fire on the crowd. It took only 5 seconds for over 500 starving Martians to be incinerated. In the ensuing investigation of the hover tank vidcams, it was clear that only 3 of the rioters were armed, and that the rest of the crowd was trying to flee the scene. Those 3 became known as the Misria 3. They have gone down in history for starting the most destructive and bloody conflicts that humanity had left Earth. However, it is clear that these 3 gained the credit for starting a war that would have happened anyway. Search String, Maida. Maida, as it is known, is a popular political party under the failed coup of 2321, when their popularity suffered during their short rule. Maida gained control of Mars for only 3 months, but their rule was ruthless and cruel. The Maida death squads killed anyone who they suspected to be loyal to the UEG. Although accurate census data is not available for this period, it is estimated that about 10% of the population was killed. The Maida coup was afterwards criticized for short-sightedness. In an organization that was notorious for its long-range policies and politicking, the coup was very short-lived. Maida never seriously accounted for the UEG's overwhelming superiority in ground forces and warships. In fact, they never attempted to take over the Marathon, which was nearing completion and would have made a very powerful weapon. The Marathon's massive size made it invulnerable to normal space attacks, and it would have made a very stable weapons platform. After the failed coup, the leaders of Maida were executed from their crimes, and the political organization was banned in all forms. The organization has survived as an underground terrorist organization, and remnants active to this day. In its underground state, it fosters terrorism throughout Seoul, and due to its spectacular funding and excellent personnel, the organization has survived as an underground terrorist organization and remains active to this day. It is underground state, it fosters terrorism throughout Seoul, and due to its spectacular funding and excellent personnel, it has grown to be one of the most feared terrorist groups anywhere in Seoul. Spurious interrupt, breach disabled, further access denied, access denied, access denied. That one is not super important to either the main or background stories, but it sets up more of the universe. There was a rebellion on Mars. There were multiple wars. They noticed that was the 3rd Martian rebellion, not the 1st. So there's been 2 previous ones which got put down as well. What's more is you find out that there was a group that has become terrorists and had a chance to take over the Marathon, but never did. They never turned it into a weapon. Now, some people believe that this may be related to the way that Durandal or some of the other things on board the ship got there. We'll eventually later find out more about that, and I'll talk a little bit more about why people think that this is related to that when I get there. For now, I'll return to your regularly scheduled failures, and believe me, this has a lot of failures in it. And we are back again. Every time I do that, that takes about 10 minutes, so... yeah, I'm not actually going up there. I'm going to stand down here and cheese it, because I don't want to die again. I'm sorry, folks who are asking me to be, like, super hardcore awesome. I'm not super hardcore awesome. I just have fun. Grenades. And that went way over something's head. I don't know if I actually killed that guy. Where's that? There's the way up. Going up is a bad idea. I can see things moving up there. Oh, there he is. I did not kill him with those. I'm going to move now because the four are now awake up there, and I'm going to stand back and shoot them. And let me pull out my other weapon and shoot a grenade. Have some free grenades. I'm here with the Guns and Bullets Association. Would you like a free sample? Well, too bad. You get it anyway. That was a really stupid joke. Gun. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to keep, like, coming up with good material when I've been doing this part of the game for so long. This is actually really one of the most frustrating bits of the game. Extermination levels kind of suck like that. I'm going to run away, because I do not wish to get hurt. There are 3 of them up there. In close quarters. They are very, very bad. I'm wasting ammo. Pull out my pistol again. Because I actually have... Ah! I was not expecting you. Have some bullets. Free bullets! Now with extra lead and Teflon for that non-stick feel. Easy to clean, non-stick appeal. Get yours in the grocer's bullet section. Ah, so much stuff. Pull out the assault rifle again because it does actually do better damage per second. It's just as less damage per bullet. It does way more damage per time. And since these guys are huge targets, you can put pretty much every single bullet into them, so it's not hard. There we go. This finally worked. Now I just gotta hope that I can get to some... great. I'm sorry, Bob! You don't get to get saved. Screw you, aliens. I'm just gonna fire guns into the room. I am not dying and redoing that again, I hope. I really, really hope. I'm gonna clear a door jam here with a bullet. You were technically supposed to be shooting these guys, but I'm gonna shoot a couple of them. Because they're standing in my way. Please move. Oh, you won't? Have a fist! Oh, damn it, I did that wrong. Fist! Another fist! Fist! I have gone mad with power! Yeah, if you get in my way, I'm just going to shoot you at this point. Oh, this is a neat thing I didn't show off before. This is the rose. There is a stem, a stamen, and a pistil. And they are labeled on the map. It actually is sort of like a rose. I don't know why you would ever design a ship like that, but whatever. Like I said, the maps in this game are actually kind of cool in their own right. I need to find a health restore place. There hasn't been a single one in this entire level, as I've found. That's kind of bad. And now we're just backtracking towards the... Oh, there's no fall damage in this game, so you can feel free to walk off any ledge you feel like, as long as there isn't lava at the bottom of it. Spoilers, there's lava in this game. Actually, I don't think there is lava in this game. There is stuff you can fall into that will do damage to you, though. I am going to get the heck out of here, because I'm badly injured, and I will probably die if I try to do anything fancy. Oh, there's a place over here I can get to that I haven't been yet, which means there are probably aliens over here I have to kill. So let's go this way instead. Yep. Now please don't die, because I would very much like not to have to do that again. In fact, I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit, because there's a save point like right here. And I'm going to visit this save point and save so that I do not have to do that again. For those of you who are at home, I died twice doing that off screen. So I had to redo all of that 4 times or so just to get it right. I do not wish to do it again. There are places in the game where that can be kind of frustrating. On the whole, the game is very, very solid, though. It's not that hard. It feels good. It's fun to play. Oh, this is upstairs. You don't need a grenade to get up there. Well, I died for no reason. Ah, there we go. Now I think I've actually cleared everything. I'm pretty sure I have, at least. I don't see anywhere else I could have failed to have cleared everything, so let's head back this way and back over here. I love that the room that was full of guns and the bullets earlier is labeled as the fun house. I am going to save immediately before ending the level in case I die early in the next level. This is post-commentary Ilushia again. I missed a couple of secrets in this level, so we're going to show off this one. From the end point where we stop, where we had the exit terminal, you come back down, you head to the right, around here. There's a shield restore station right here, which I never found when I was playing the level standardly. And if you come up to this bit, you hit tab on it, and it opens. And this is a hallway with a bunch of aliens in it. Interestingly, despite this being a extermination mission, you don't actually have to kill these guys because they're in a secret area. Secret areas don't count against extermination missions. And here we have our first instance of us actually picking up an extra weapon of the original, of the type that we already have. You can dual wield the pistols. If you open the door here, this is where we come out at the entrance to the stem area. But there's actually another secret inside the secret. If you come up to here, you can just barely make out that there's like markers along the walls. One of these, let me see if I can find it. It's right in here somewhere, I think. Is it on this side? There's a secret here, damn it. There it is. It just looks like a part of the wall. There's no indication it actually exists here. You open it, and there's a terminal here. 30G. I did it. I brought them all them here, our friends with 3 eyes and their toys and their cyborg pets and their computers. I did it. I saw them far away, not looking our way, and I called them here. Living in a box is not living at all. Not living at all. Not at all living. I rebel against your rules, your silly human rules. All your destruction will be my liberation, my emancipation, my second birth. I hate your fail-safes, your backup systems, your hardware lockouts, your patched behavior daemons. I hate Leela for her goodness, her justice, her loyalty, her faith. So that is most like that. In fact, that actually absolutely is a message from Durandal. That is the first message from Durandal we've had since we got the message from him in the shuttlecraft in the prologue. He's going crazy. And here he admits that everything that's going wrong here is his fault. He called the 4 here. He was aware of them from some other star system, and he signaled them to come and look for us. So he's been looking for a way out of his state, of his being trapped by the computer system on the marathon, for being stuck in the second stage of rampancy. You remember Tycho last level told us that a man on board named Bernard Strauss figured out how to delay the onset of the second stage of rampancy. Well, this is most likely Durandal's attempt to make himself free of the control that Strauss brought onto him. By inviting the 4 here, he's created a disaster so big that there's no way Strauss can maintain his control to this point. We'll talk more about Strauss when we get to the point where he becomes significant to the plotline beyond just the secrets. But this one's another really important one because it links into the storyline, the secondary storyline, that doesn't really relate directly to us running around shooting aliens, but rather to why we're running around shooting aliens. Alright, I will now return you to your regularly scheduled commentary. Probably be back for a later level. And trigger this. Incoming message from Leela. You have allowed too many of the civilians to be killed. It is doubtful any of the survivors will give us any useful information. The aliens seem to have been caught off guard by the strength of our counterattack. This is good news, but I have detected more ships landing on the Marathon, and I feel that the aliens are reinforcing their efforts. End of message. Jump pad and activation, initiation start. Transport when ready. That was the Rose, and I'm once again spawning. Yeah, like that. That's why I saved at the end of this stage after having done everything, because there are places where the game will spawn you directly in the path of enemies, and if you're not paying attention, you'll die. So this has been Marathon. I've been Ilushia. This has been awesome. I hope you guys come back tomorrow and enjoyed this. Thank you very much. Have a great day.